Hey everybody, it's On The Play Games coming to you. We've got our 4 premier shops on the screen for you right now. Myrtle Beach Games, Grand Line Games, Final Round Game Shop, Xenergy Gamers. Today we bring you some gameplay from the yellow Palpatine struggle is real. Trying to learn Palpatine. That's the goal. Trying to learn Palpatine. And we were doing it through some failure. A lot of failure. So you'll be seeing that here pretty soon. I think right off the rip, I just mulliganed poorly to begin with. I'm so concerned about doing this like heroic sacrifice, 12-point combo, get all wrapped up in that. I have no turn 1 play. But it does allow me to get into a turn 2 that's pretty successful. So my opponent's, got the Sabine out. I've got the initiative. I really just want to ram that guy into him so I can flip my Palp. That's our main goal right now, just getting him turned over to the dark side. I have 3 dark side cards in my hand. So, did I pass on resourcing? Or no, I just passed it in the turn, sorry. New hand comes up. I drop one of my P38s. I probably should have kept that elite. I'll probably regret it later on in the match, I'm sure. He has 2 air units. He already has air superiority, and the Chancellor Palpatine deck is a air superiority deck. It needs to be doing well in the air arena. Don't have a lot of great choices. I guess it just bounces first turn play since he can't play it again. Put that back in his hand, and then yep. So at least the board's at parity right now, which isn't terrible. I still do a little bit of damage. Get a guy out. Look at I have a pretty decent hand size, all things considered. And I am on the heroic side of Chancellor Palpatine. So the red 3 looks pretty good. Red 3 definitely looks good. So that's going to at least let me attack him for 3. And also kind of shift to the ground a little bit. But not for long. So I go ahead and get my 7 points in there, and drew into another. That's great. Just kind of putting out anything I can. Now, with him on the initiative, I would expect him to attack into the 2-1 body, but he trades there. I mean, it's understandable, I guess. This does... I got to get that Sentinel out of the way, and putting the 2 points on his Sentinel allows me to at least attack into the Concord Dawn Interceptors and get the 4 points of damage out of the attack from the... Yeah. And now Poe Dameron, is on the board. Ugh. So now immediately he's gone from being in the air to now just dominating with a Poe Dameron on the ground. And it's so bad. Guess he thinks I have too many cards in my hand, so I'll go ahead and get rid of that. Probably was the wrong card to discard. Now I look at my hands like, ugh. And this is where I've definitely have messed up by not flipping over the Chancellor, or I could have held off the Luke a turn. But then Luke the Anakin didn't even attack in. I don't know if it's going to be a Luke, sorry. So the Anakin doesn't even attack in. So there's already mistakes being made all over this game. Which, in all honesty, it was with a buddy of mine, and we had the holiday spirits amongst us. And so we were definitely maybe not taking the best lines of play. Not attacking for 7 is definitely not the best line of play. I love watching these matches back. It's great. Kind of see where the plays were. So he decided not to attack with Poe Dameron and instead cast another unit into space. We get his... I don't think he had a Jedi lightsaber in the discard pile, but he might have. So that allows us to save a lot of points of damage on the base, but we should have another 7 points on our base. Now we have a lot of really bad choices, because look, the whole hand is white, is heroic, and I'm over here stuck on villainy. And at this point, this is where I'm trying to dig out by using the tank, hoping for the next draw. Anything to get me there. Yeah, I'm one away from getting that Poe Dameron off the board. I haven't cast anything that was villainy. I didn't even draw into a villainy card. It's so bad. It's so bad. Learning through failure. I'm telling you, it's this. There was definitely some cards I should not have put in the resource pile. I feel like I was a little bit hasty on the discard. And I certainly should have timed the flip of Palpatine over to the dark side a little better, so I could have locked down the Anakin, and then played in a way that allowed me to flip back to the heroic side to get this hand that I have actually playing, because I'm just choked out. He's completely choked out. At this point, he definitely makes the right play there, because I could have raced him if I had had a villainy card in my hand. I could have raced him. Like, he's playing like as if I have the card to flip my Palpatine back, and unfortunately, I have a really expensive Millennium Falcon. Which, this is a great play. This cracked me up, and I walked right into this. Just bang. Just cracked my Millennium Falcon. And now I have no play. I'm sitting here thinking like I do, but nope, no play. And again, I should be at like 13. So that should, oh, that's so much damage with the, and this, look, there's so many more cards he puts out. Yeah, that is a very wide board he has on me. Very late. I only have 15 points. We both only have 15 points of life on the base. So, I mean, there is a sense of parity in that. But quite honestly, no. This is... I'd have to hit a tank, then... there's just no way. It's so beyond over that... Well, okay, here I get an opportunity to... It's so bad that I go ahead and just grab the bounce ship instead of the Ruthless Raider. And the Genovises, or Genovises, to get the lightsaber at least off the board with Yoda. But there's still 6 points of damage coming to my base. I do get to flip my Palpatine back to the Chancellor. And here I'm hoping, like, okay, I can flood out 2 units to space and maybe race them to the end. And then I realize, well, actually I don't realize, he shows me what 9 resources and 3 cards in your hand can do. And it just goes so wide that, and here, 4 cards in your hand, excuse me. Gotta get the 4th card in. It's so bad. I actually take back a play and still can't get there. Another Poe Dameron. And at this point, it's so hopeless. There's just nothing there to take a hold of. And yeah, he just absolutely crushes into me with a Poe Dameron. Even... I have nothing to do, nothing that I can do to stop the Poe Dameron. Poe Dameron's coming in for 8. So that's 24 right there. Right? Yeah. So, well, 8. No, that's not 24. It's 22. And so, no, it's 24. So there's 8 there, taking me to 24. And then... of course he's going to pitch a card, right? And then any one of his other units, like, kill me. No matter what I do. If I attack into anything to try to kill my guy, it's not fast enough for me to flip my Palpatine. I do get the ability to take one of his guys off the board, but it doesn't stop the other 2 from just crashing in. The red 3. So, what I take back from this, what my takebacks, or takeaways, I should say, from this game is that Chancellor Palpatine is really more of a white space themed deck. Like, that's where your power is in your early white, early heroic space. And you'll see in this in this game that, I just keep all heroic. I'm like, all right, fine, let's do this. And I'm looking at 7 points of damage per turn I'm able to do right here. All right, on turn 2. So that's pretty good. I'm feeling really strong about that. So strong I even dump a Ruthless Raider here, I'm pretty sure. And yeah, that's exactly what I do. And so I have 3 actions I can take. that can put 7 points onto his base. And that's the first one. That's the second one. And then we put this guy out. I probably should have just killed his restorative arc right there. But, you know, decided not to. It does allow him to pump his Anakin and kill my Millennium Falcon, which is okay. I'm not upset with that. That allows me to flip my Palpatine Chancellor over to Darth Sidious, and then I can still put out the next Millennium Falcon and still come in for 7. Yeah, so we'll go ahead and send the Wolf Pack on in. They always like to escort. Then we'll send the cartel in. Now, at this point, I should have picked up this Millennium Falcon. But I went ahead and let it sit out there. And that was a mistake. So it's a great hand. It looks really good right now. I mean, it does. It looks really good right now. But then he drops out Obi-Wan's space unit and does the 2 points of damage, pinging himself. And I'm in a race. I'm in a real race right here. Just trying to stay in front of that big 4/5 body that he has. It is not good. I play that just so I can flip over the Palpatine, which is very important at this moment in time. But I do have a lot of I have a lot of villainy cards in my hand. I do need to swing in with something that dies, which is what I should have done with the Wolf Pack. I should have just swung the Wolf Pack in, forcing Obi-Wan's spaceship to come in and trade. I think he accidentally passed there because he has the initiative. And it's like he cast. Oh wait, no, he didn't pass. He cast another unit in, and it's like, wait a minute. Okay, you should have attacked my ship, my TIE Phantom, and pinged my other guy for 1 point of damage, and killed him. But now you take 4. So there was a mistake made there for sure. There should be 2 units less on my side of the board. Or I should have a turncoat with 2 points of damage on it. And this is where I kind of make a mistake. I should have went ahead and put that into Obi-Wan's ship, which would have allowed me to Tarkintown it away, but I didn't. Yep, now you definitely want to put down the A-Wing. Nothing like a little A-Wing, little green squadron to get out there, make things happen. And I should have used that, there was an opportunity there. He'd already claimed initiative. I could have Tarkintown right there. That would have put his ship at 5 one life left, and that Ruthless Raider right there would have ended it. But no, I didn't do that. Any one of my ships would have ended it. So, I think he really won this game. I really do think he won this game. If he had attacked in with Obi-Wan spaceship, the Obi-Wan space unit, and taken out my TIE Phantom along with the Wolf Pack, I think he would have been ahead of that game enough with Yoda and the restorative arc and all those things to where he could have battled back and kept his life up enough. Because that's one thing. Anakin Blue, they have, they've got cards like, Luke Skywalker, which is kind of funny to think of a full-grown Luke Skywalker fighting alongside of Anakin. There's some time warping going on here. But, yeah, so right now the game's pretty much over in my favor there, but really there were some misplays by my opponent. I don't think I should have pulled that one out. I'm not even sure if I do, actually. I could be completely wrong here. I might just get hosed by something, but no, I ended up taking it. All right. So, we're going to wrap up with some takeaways. First thing, this is a heroic deck first. Very much so. The hands where I had the double 1-drop air units, like a wolf pack into an escort, those felt like the strongest hands, especially when I could back that up with a turn 2 Millennium Falcon or Red 3. That was just a lot of pressure you're putting on your opponent from space very early. So those definitely good plays. After that, it's try to do the triple dark raid at your 4 or 5 resource turn. If you can do it on your 4 resource turn, you're kind of assuring yourself that Ruthless Raider gets into play. If you're fortunate enough to hit it off the triple dark raid on the 5 resource turn, so turn 4, the advantage you have there is that you can bring out that Ruthless Raider potentially, still have 1 resource up, flip your Palpatine, your Sidious back over to Chancellor, do a point of damage, make a guy. So that's, 4 points of damage you've already done to their base there from the Ruthless Raider coming out and the Chancellor being flipped back, Darth Sidious back to Chancellor. Then you can heroic sacrifice and do another 6. That's 10 points of damage to their base and 4 points of damage to units on the battlefield anywhere, which that is a lot of damage. A 10-point swing on anybody's base is a lot. And so if you can couple the early advance, turn 2, I'm swinging at you for 6 to 7 points of damage, and then 2 turns later, hopefully I've done 14 points of damage to your base. I Ruthless Raider and Heroic Sacrifice and do 10 to your base and another 4 to your units and maybe blow you completely out right there. The deck is really fun and really good. I haven't figured it out all the way, but I'm learning little bit by little bit. As I fail more, I learn more. And I think that it's definitely a deck worth playing. I think it's an affordable deck. If you look at the affordability of the deck right now, your Millennium Falcon, reprint, the Red 3, reprint, Heroic Sacrifice, reprint, all from set 1. Those are all your expensive cards. The Crate Dragon, not that expensive. And then everything else outside of that is just triple dark raid. And even that card's not that expensive. On the SWUDB site, it says it is Oh, where is it? Oh, $136. Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, there's really nothing to this deck that's super expensive. $136. This deck was in the top 8 of a 1K tournament. That is amazing. That you can play a deck that has the ability to take Anakin Skywalker down. That's playing Luke Skywalkers and is like a $300 deck with Poe Damerons and all that good stuff, and can actually get a game win, and it's $136. Anyway, so that was my couple test runs there with the Chancellor Palpatine TT Tarkintown, and I strongly encourage you to give it, put it together online, check it out. If it's your kind of game, this is not a bad deck to get into. It's cheap, it's affordable. It's definitely something that a little bit of looking around in some trade binders, or just 40-50 bucks on TCG, and then go dig in through your friends' uncommon and commons boxes, and you got this deck built, and you're out there really, especially at the hyperdrive events where it's a little more casual. It's not the planetary qualifiers, and your weekly events and your showdowns and all that kind of stuff. It's going to be a deck that's worth playing, and it's cheap to get into. So if you like card games and you want to get into something that's affordable, Star Wars is looking at you, and it's never been a better time to jump into the game than it is right now. So keep an eye out on those prices, and jump on the cards that are affordable. And right now, Millennium Falcons are very affordable, and the Red 3s are very affordable. So with that said, good night, y'all, and I hope you enjoyed it.